Hello there, Griffin Pilgrim here. I was looking through my hard drive the other day and I found some old videos that might amuse you. These videos were created as part of my final performance for my theatre and performance degree. I hope to get the recording of the whole performance when I go to my graduation, but for now, some background. The story is set in a post-apocalyptic world. Our heroes are members of the Asda tribe, namely Supervisor, the fabled hero, foretold to be the one who finds out what destroyed the world, and Scanner, the Asda tribe's technological genius. These videos are the logs of their journey. I play Scanner, by the way.
Scanner log, day 3. This will be the third night away from the home store. Our water supplies have dwindled to mere dribbles at the bottom of the bottle. We entered a building foolishly thinking we could restock our water supplies, but although the building contained the words water stones, it contained neither water nor stones. Instead, we find mountains and mountains of these strange contraptions. I believe them to be a form of primitive combustible fuel. I begin to wonder, is there not some other way of finding out about World's End other than DVDs? No, I'm just babbling. If there was an easier way to find out about it than the DVDs, we would have found it by now. Scanner log, day 8. We have travelled far and have discovered none of the Destruction video diaries or DVDs. We did find a mysterious disc, but when we put it in my machine we found that the visual had been wiped clean and all that was left was the audio. Entitled The Best of Christina Aguilera, it appeared to be nothing more than painful screeching, presumably a record of this Christina Aguilera monster tearing a fleeing survivor apart. With the visual gone, we will never truly know. We have dubbed these new types of discs corrupted diaries, or CDs for short. While I find myself blessed to be travelling with the great Supervisor, I find myself, dare I say, frustrated with his tone. I feel he talks down to me a lot. Like he doesn't respect me or my skills. I'm sure I'm just imagining it. Scanner log, day 11. I feel we are being followed. We left the home store with generous rations and enough supplies for a full meal every day. And now our supplies have dwindled to almost nothing. I believe someone may have a hand in our cookie jar, so to speak. Whoever they are stealthy, as I've yet been able to catch them in the act. However, we find ourselves in what I believe to be a base of home security of some kind, called a home base. It's filled with many pieces of equipment that I don't understand, but in Asda's name I shall use the supplies of this place to catch the thief. I do not approve of such violent methods, of course, but when in Rome, Scanner out.
Supervisor log, Friday. As our perilous search continues, I find Scanner less and less useful. His naysaying attitude has driven me to the very limits of my brilliant mind. We've encountered many a fearsome foe, and shh, wait, I hear something. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Fear not, I'm okay. Our supplies are dwindling because Scanner is being a greedy little bitch. I shall have a word with him, in Asda's name, for the good of the mission. Supervisor out.
Scanner log, day 14. Our search still remains fruitless. Our supplies have almost completely dwindled. I fear we may have to return to the Asda home store empty-handed for supplies. I find myself having to constantly hold my tongue. Supervisor's arrogance has become a source of great frustration. I shall persevere because I fear what will happen to me if I dare defy the great Supervisor. The weather tonight is unforgiving, with temperatures low enough to keep a Sara Lee Gatto and heavy downfall of rain. We have taken refuge in a nearby building. We assume it to be abandoned because the lights were off, but we remain on our guard. The tribe name on the front of the building is one of the most fearsome sounding names I've ever heard. Perhaps the most aggressive tribe we have yet to encounter. The Blockbusters.